Hello people, welcome to the People Building Members Club video podcast. So I'm going to share with you today 13 tips on how to increase your levels of happiness, and this information is coming from getrichslowly.org, which I particularly like the name of that website because of course we all want to get rich quick, but the idea of getting rich slowly sounds a lot more achievable and doable. So these are 13 steps to a better life, 13 steps to increase your levels of happiness. So step number 1, don't compare yourself to others. So be it financially, professionally, your relationship status, socially. In doing so, you're always going to catch yourself in a trap because there's always ways in which other people are doing better than you are. So it's never going to be a way to make you feel good. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Number 2 is to foster some close relationships. So people with 5 or more close friends describe themselves as happier than those who have fewer friends. So if you don't have enough friends in your friends bank at the moment, go out and find some. Number 3, have sex, especially with someone that you love. Obviously makes a big difference. It's consistently ranked as a top source of happiness, and a long-term loving partnership goes hand in hand with that. Number 4, get regular exercise, which is why I'm doing this video just before going to the gym. And then having said that, now I know I'm committed to doing it because people will check. So there's a strong tie, obviously, between your physical body and your mental health. The two things are linked. Mind and body are linked together. So when you keep your body happy, you keep your state of mind happy too. Number 5, obtain adequate sleep. Good sleep is an essential component of good health. And actually on that note, I saw an episode of Super Nanny last weekend, which you may have seen before. And she did some studies on children who had not had enough sleep, and then they measured the children's intellect at the end of the week by asking them some various different questions and different tests that they had the children endure, and the children's brain age had dropped as a result of not having adequate sleep. So they had developmentally taken a step back. Then they had them get enough sleep and the development age went back up to normal levels, and in some cases above normal levels too. So adequate sleep is really important because you literally go a bit stupid if you don't get enough. Set and pursue goals. So we know all about that in terms of goal setting in NLP, keys to achievable outcomes. If you don't know about those things already, then do take a look at the resources on People Building. You'll find loads of stuff on there throughout the podcasts and articles about how to set really good, well-defined goals. Find meaningful work. So there are some who argue that a job is just a job, but here's what I say. It is where you spend most likely the biggest majority of your life. You're choosing to spend your time there instead of with your friends and family and the people that you care about. So it has to be meaningful to you. It has to mean something to you. You have to have that feeling of contribution and making a difference so that it's satisfactory. It's making you satisfied to get out of bed and go there every single day. Makes a huge difference. In fact, on that note, I'll just say that quite often when I have clients who come to see me who are feeling depressed in some way, then the first question I ask them is, do you like your job? Guess what most of them say? You guessed it. Join a group. So those who are members of a group, like a church or a congregation, experience a greater happiness. The group doesn't have to be religious, obviously. You could join a book group or a cycling group, or it could be learning a new language group. Any kind of group makes you feel part of something, something bigger than yourself. It kind of puts you back there in the outside world. Don't dwell on the past. So if you beat yourself up on what's gone wrong in the past, you are focusing on what's gone wrong in the past, therefore much more likely then to start achieving that again in the future. So what you want to be focusing on is the things that you want to achieve rather than the things that you did not. It's the old adage of if the future is that way and the past is that way and you're looking over here, you're looking in the wrong direction. Embrace routine. Research shows that although we believe we want variety and choice, we're actually happier with limited options. It's not that we want no choice at all, just that we don't want to be overwhelmed. Routines can help limit choices. They're comfortable and familiar, and they make us happy. Especially for your kids, again, it's an important one for children. But for us grown-ups too, it's nice for us to have some kind of consistency, and to, just to know where we're at, really. It helps us find our feet. What else have we got? Number 11, practice moderation. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. It's okay to indulge yourself on occasions, but just don't let it get out of control. Otherwise, that's where your addictions and compulsions start to develop. So let's keep ourselves happy by, having our treats. Otherwise, if you do too much, too many nice things too many times, it stops being a treat and it starts to become part of everyday life, and before you know it, you're kind of using it as a crutch. So keep it just for treat times. Be grateful. It's no accident that so many self-help books encourage readers to practice gratitude. When we regularly take time to be thankful for the things we have, we appreciate them more. We're less likely to take them for granted, and we're less likely to become jealous of what other people have and we do not. Help others. So over and over again, studies have shown that helping others is one of the best ways to boost your happiness. So volunteering, doing stuff for charity, but also to just be nice on a day-to-day basis can make all the difference in making you a happier person. So go forth and be happy, at least for the next 4 weeks, until I speak to you again in our next video podcast. Bye for now.